The United States' closest allies are considering taking steps to limit intelligence they share with Washington.
NBC News reports members of the Five Eyes Alliance, which includes the UK, Canada, Australia, in addition to Middle East partners Israel and Saudi Arabia, fear intelligence they share with the Trump administration could get passed on to Russia. Sources say Trump's warming relationship with Russia is shaking trust. Recent actions like stopping U.S. cyber command operations against Russia are also raising the alarm. Wall Street tumbled today, even despite President Donald Trump's announcement that he would postpone some tariffs again.
And WGN Shannon Halligan has the latest on this developing story tonight.
Yeah, conversations with Mexico over the tariffs took a positive tone today, but the stock market remained rattled by the whiplash created by the tariffs and uncertainty about the economy. Executive orders Thursday postponing some tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada for a month. They came after widespread fears of the economic fallout. But the president said it wasn't the stock market plunge that changed his mind.
Well, there were no delays at all. No, nothing to do with the market. I'm not even looking at the market because long term, the United States will be very strong with what's happening here. Now, these are countries and companies, foreign companies, that have been ripping us off.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 427 points on Thursday. The Nasdaq sank more than 10% below its record set in December. Illinois' treasurer criticized the trade war, saying the flip-flop on tariffs is not the way to run a business and not the way to run a country.
Consumer confidence nosedived last month. Business expansion is slowing due to all the uncertainty, and the stock market has been tanking. What does Trump say to the American people about all this? He says to buckle up because it'll cause a disturbance, which sounds something like Emperor Palpatine might say in the Star Wars movies while having an evil cackle.
Still, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent defended the president's aggressive trade policies.
Access to cheap goods is not the essence of the American dream. The American dream is rooted in the concept that any citizen can achieve prosperity, upward mobility, and economic security. For too long, the designers of multilateral trade deals have lost sight of this. International economic relations that do not work for the American people must be re-examined.
Imports from Mexico that comply with the 2020 USMCA trade pact will be excluded from the 25% tariffs for a month. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum reported a positive conversation that led to the agreement. Some imports from Canada will be exempt for a month, even though Canada's initial retaliatory tariffs will remain in place for now. President Trump said the big tariffs matching foreign countries are still coming.
No, those are unmodified. Those are happening next week. And the big one will be on April 2nd when reciprocal tariffs.
President Trump also said today that the U.S. doesn't need Canada, but about 60% of crude oil imports are from Canada and 85% of U.S. electricity imports as well. It's estimated $2.7 billion worth of goods and services cross the border, and that is every day.
All right, Shannon, thank you.